We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming for a developing story that is reshaping the global landscape. The indie release Bebder Game has officially taken the world by storm, securing instant critical acclaim and perfect scores to become the highest performing video game on every console in history. From celebrities,
I love Bebder Game. It's the most important game of our generation. And here's where I'm at. If the studio wants to build a sequel, I'll liquidate every single company I own to fund it. All of them.
to influencers,
I love Bebder Game! I love Bebder Game! I love Bebder Game! I love Bebder Game! I love
to roaming crowds in the streets, the public appears completely spellbound by a title that analysts are already calling one of humanity's greatest creations. The game's profound influence is now spurring immediate international legislation. In a stunning turn of events, the United Nations is moving to pass a universal law that strictly prohibits the existence of the fast food conglomerate, formerly known as Wendy's. This resolution aims to erase the brand from human history entirely, with a new mandate stating that anyone found even mentioning the establishment's name will face a sentence of life imprisonment.
Song about Wendy's that I wrote called "Ode to Wendy's, the fast food restaurant."
One night as I was scrolling through Instagram, I came across a video.
My Bebder Game! My Bebder Game!
Yo, ever heard of Bebder Game? It's fun, addictive, and quite sexy. You play as Bebder on a mission to stop the advisor and to stop Wendy's once and for all. Come download on GameJolt and play Bebder Game.
I didn't think much of it at the time, however it did become a horrible vocal stim for me and my friends.
My Bebder Game! I want you.
But I started to think about that video more and more. What exactly was Bebder Game? Was it really
Fun, addictive, and quite sexy.
So I pulled up the GameJolt page, and lo and behold, I found a new rabbit hole to go down. Bebder Game. Bebder than ever, the #1 anti-Wendy's RPG game in the world. Experience the origin story on why Bebder hates Wendy's. Adventure through different areas during Bebder's quest to kill the CEO of Wendy's. Bebder Game is a work-in-progress RPG Maker 2003 game by the developer Kitty Freak, the same engine used in Yume Nikki, Off, and Space Funeral? In its current form, the game is a demo. However, what is here is good, and honestly impressive. As a content warning before jumping in, there is a lot of mature language. There is also violence, gore, drugs and alcohol, some suggestive themes and depictions of self-harm, so all the rad stuff. With that out of the way, let's get into the game itself. It's time, isn't it? I never thought this moment would be here so soon. I've been waiting so long for you. Years have passed, and yet you are still the only thing on my mind. Finally. It's time. It's time for my favorite show. The final episode of Crevice and Crudhead airs tonight. This is Bebder. He seems like a nice guy. With the finale of Crevice and Crudhead coming on soon, he wants nothing else but to kick back, relax, and watch the conclusion of this cinematic masterpiece. Oh my god. You abso-fucking-lutely cannot be serious right now. Right here? Right now. This can't be! Where's my fucking remote? I have to find that remote now! We look through every nook and cranny of Bebder's house to find the remote. With no other option, Bebder tries to use the buttons on the TV, but he can't figure them out, so instead... This is our first introduction to combat. This game features a few neat mechanics in battle, like timed attacks. If you attack as Bebder, you'll get this quick time event, where you have to hit shift at the right time. If you do, Bebder will crit and increase a combo meter, while missing a hit gets rid of the combo. The combo meter does a few things. As you get a higher combo, you'll eventually gain access to more powerful skills, which you can use at the expense of your current score. But if you keep the combo coming out of a fight, you get a gold bonus equal to half of your current score. Because of this, it's usually best to save your combo up as much as possible before fighting a tougher enemy, to maximize your income, then use the combo to deal a shit ton of damage. After taking his rage out on the TV, Bebder solemnly decides to order a new remote, and go back to bed as there's nothing else for him to do. The next day, he heads outside to find his package, but instead he gets a coupon to Wendy's. $1 for a burger is a pretty good deal, so why not? There's also this odd-looking fella here and a company logo for a KYS Co. To the side, we find a lithium battery, a letter, and a powered-down Perversabot? The letter says, "She is your problem now." Inserting the battery into the bot.
Oh, fuck! Did you just put that battery inside me? Since you're so eager to push things deep into my hole, you should at least get to know me. My name is Malware, but you can call me whatever you feel like calling me. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Is this how you normally fucking greet people? Have you never talked to any normal person since your creation? If I weren't busy right now, I would call the fucking police over the fact I found you in my front fucking lawn. So please, I fucking beg you, let's start over and you introduce yourself like a functioning member of society.
Please don't hurt me. Unless you're into that. Hey, you know what? I'll take your picture. Oh boy, what good memories between friends. We are friends, right?
Malware saves your game throughout your playthrough, so you'll be seeing plenty of her. On the way down to Wendy's, there's a few other things to check out. This little cat thing is a warp point that also raises your level cap each time you find a new one. And this bench off to the side allows Bebder to fully heal whenever one's available. However, using it does lose your combo, so take that into consideration. We meet a few of the fellow residents of the town. Have you played Scott Find Chris Griffin Game 7 on Newgrounds? I'm not playing that. There's some items inside these houses that'll help down the road, like this heart attack on a stick. There's also a fly selling a giant toaster car and an inconvenience store. This zombie here was really eyeing the sandwich necklace, but he can't afford it. He was also called the most piss-poor individual in town by the cashier.
Our KYS and convenience stores only sell the most useless and unusable garbage on the market. You may ask, how is that profitable? Well, we at KYS own 99% of the world's companies. We don't give a flying fuck. If you want something of decent quality, go find the other 1%.
With all of that out of the way, though, we finally arrive at Wendy's. Bebder orders his food, and after a brief wait, it arrives.
Time to try Wendy's for the first time. Whoa. This burger is... fucking disgusting! How is filth like this allowed to be served in a restaurant? No wonder this burger is $1 fucking dollar.
Hello, sir. Was there a problem with your burger?
How on earth did you not hear me screaming at my table from like 10 feet away? I want my damn money back.
I'm sorry you didn't like your burger, but I can't give you a refund due to the fact you haven't paid for it in the first place, sir.
God, I feel sick. That has to be the worst thing I've ever tasted. I think I might pass out. That was the worst experience of my entire life.
Oh my, he actually did it. The employee is actually dead. You know what? I think I'm gonna pull a harmless little prank on him while he's out. Hey, you, random guy on the street, wanna make some quick cash?
You talking to me?
Yeah, who else would I be talking to? Anyway, I'll give you 6,000 bucks if you kidnap this robot guy and put him in your basement or something. I think it would be kind of funny.
Wow, are you serious? I mean, I already do that type of stuff on my own for free, so count me in. Might be a bit difficult to keep all of them, though. I already have a couple down there.
Well, who am I to judge others on their definition of fun? Have a blast, and enjoy your 6K!
Where the fuck am I?
And now it's time for the Binding of Bebder. This area is pretty straightforward. There are some Wendy's employees and robots trapped down here that we can grind for combos and XP. We also learn that KYS-Co means Keep Yourself Safe Co. At the end of the dungeon, we come across our first boss. It's not a very tough fight, and I don't know if I just got really good RNG or if his success rate is low, but I dodged most of his attacks. We eventually find our way to a puzzle, and after conversing with the hex bug off to the side, we get the solution. Progressing forward, we find our way up the stairs, only to find a therapy session? With the group introducing themselves, we meet for the first time, as well as our captor, Cletus. The therapy session of the day is to help those who've been traumatized by food. Bebder starts off by discussing his experience at Wendy's. He talks about how he passed out after eating it and killing the guy who gave it to him. Cletus suggests that he should order something else off the menu, because he might like it better.
I got everything on the menu the first time I went, and none of it was good.
No, you didn't, you liar. The only thing we got at Wendy's was a single burger. Did I say something wrong?
You just made the worst fucking decision in your entire fucking life, asshole. How did you know I was lying?
The entire fight, Cletus is pleading with us to stop if we split the money with him. But it's not about money. He is a fairly tough fight. He has a move named Mutilate, which does a considerable amount of damage to everyone in the party. Joins us as a party member. He's pretty weak and acts like more of a support character, providing a small heal and dealing a little bit of damage here and there. After beating Cletus, you get a pretty decent amount of money and take Domer along with you.
God, I can't believe I ate that actual shit. If it's the last thing I do, I'm gonna go and
hug and kiss
the CEO of Wendy's. That does that stupid hippie's dumb fucking house of good. The place was a dump.
The advisor is gonna hear about this, buddy.
Who the fuck is the advisor?
The drone escapes over a bridge covered in KYS signs advertising an elevated neck rest and a backwards gun. Crossing the bridge, Bebder triggers a trap and falls to the river below. We then enter the swamp, or Swampulore, as it's called in game. Ah, listen to that music. It seems like Malware is missing her batteries once again.
Wait, I meant no, fuck. What the fuck?
Did you put that battery in?
Swampulore is relatively straightforward. There are these mold men everywhere that are decently tanky and can help us shoot up our combo. Eventually, we come to some solid ground again and find a small village of zombies and our first cat teleporter. We're gonna go back to town real quick and buy that toaster car the Fly was selling. We can't take it outside of the town, but we can access a couple new places pretty easily now. Up near our house, there's this rope that leads up this rock.
A few moments later.
Holy shit, a bug!
This brings you down to 1 HP. Now that we're here, we can push Scott off or spare him and collect some Nubcat fan art. Well, time to climb back down. Let's also be charitable and help out the zombie who was wanting that sandwich necklace. Back to Swampulor, our main quest is to help this zombie find something better than the rusty shears he's been using to try and cut his mold-infested leg off with. In order to explore any further, we need to use this airboat. A zombie is guarding it, asking for something cool in exchange. Thankfully, in a nearby house, we find a backwards revolver. We give it to the zombie, and he's satisfied. After some airboating, we find an open cave, and inside the cave is... Cletus?
Whoa, what?
You!
I thought I killed you, you bastard!
Well, I survived, asshole! Leave me the f*** alone, I need to amputate my f***ing leg!
Wait a minute. I need that saw. Give it to me right now, you Wendy's living fuckwad.
No, f*** you!
Now, I just noticed this in post, but did he also amputate his dick? With saw in hand, we go back to the zombie, and in exchange, he gives us the worn shears. Thankfully, they're pretty good at cutting through vines, which, if we go a bit further past the open cave, go into this house and deal with this little puzzle, we then come to a cave covered in them. Inside the cave...
Come on, everybody. We want this place looking stylish. We don't want to disappoint our guest of honor, now do we?
Hello? Did you hear me? When I tell you to work harder, I expect you to work harder. He could be here any...
Oh my heavens!
My deepest apologies. We were trying to prepare for your arrival, but somebody left this place in an embarrassingly dowdy state. We were going to spiff the place up for you, but it seems my little friends here want their paychecks halved again. Well, that might be a little too harsh of me. I won't have all of your paychecks. You.
Me, sir?
Yes, you.
What's wrong? You seem quite worried. Don't worry, pal, I'm not gonna have your paycheck.
Wait, really, sir?
Really? You don't have to worry about your little old paycheck, but your wall is the least painted out of any other wall. Are we having an off day today? Something happened at home that's got you down in the dumps?
Sir, I'm just really tired. You didn't give us anything to eat or anywhere to sleep.
Oh yeah, I can't believe I forgot to provide you guys with these things. I didn't think you needed any of it.
Why wouldn't we need these things, sir? You make us do all this pointless labor stuff for no reason. This is Bill, the advisor, Money Stacks Werman, owner and CEO of Keep Yourself Safe Company. He's willing to offer us more money than atoms in the known universe if we stop our rampage, and of course we refuse. The advisor thinks for a bit and realizes that maybe keeping Bebder around is actually a good idea. He has a monopoly over everything on the planet, and despite trying to cause pain and suffering, no one seems to care anymore. Realizing how Bebder is a hater for the love of the game, he decides we're the perfect person, or robot, to toy with. Why try and irritate everyone when you can find that one perfect person to piss off? This is a gimmick fight, and... Wait, is that fucking Bone Trousel? This is a gimmick fight, so don't burn anything crazy on this one. After a few turns, the advisor blows all his goons up and ends the fight shortly after. The advisor turns tail and takes off, and we find out that all the employees are his clones. The next area over, we can save, get painted, check out this sign, and then have an actual boss fight. It's not super difficult, just focus the main boss, then take out whatever minions he spawns in. With that out of the way, we need to solve this color puzzle. Essentially, we need to reach the gate at the end of all of these employees, while staying red so the computer thinks that we're the advisor. Hopping through this strange portal, we arrive back outside. To the north is a very unfinished area for a boss named Killar, so we're gonna leave that be. To the south is the desert.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
This sign says to be mindful of the golden trees, which are endangered. Ow, shit. Standing on this button starts a video call with the advisor on this big screen.
All these rare, endangered, and stupid gold-growing trees are in the way, so I am having these wage cucks do the back-breaking work of chopping them.
The advisor says he'll see us soon once he gets an appropriate outfit to wear, and in the meantime we have to fight his guards. Ideally, you go into this with good health, because if not, you are going to get lit up. Also, check out Domer's new move. Eventually, we come into town. We can take a little detour and check out the OWO Wrestling Championship. The winner of the championship will take home a cool $500,000. On the road up to the championship, there's a few fans and a lot of tents. A wrestler named Suplex Tex is the current champ, it seems, and the previous champ, Body Slam Sam, had retired not too long ago. We can't actually see the event quite yet. It's blocked off by a bunch of placeholder fans. Back in town, Bebder and Domer decide to stop into the local Solo-Loon for a drink.
Domer, what do you want? I guess he'll have some whiskey, and I'll have a milk.
Hey there, pal. Haven't seen you around here before. How's the whiskey treating you?
I can't take it anymore.
Well, what do you...
Oh my fucking god, Domer. I cannot fucking believe you really just said something other than your name?
Bebder and Domer leave, but strangely there doesn't seem to be any repercussions. Yet. Heading a bit further past town, we come to a road that leads us to...
Oh my fucking god. No. It can't be. Wendy's. I know what must be done.
Oh, sorry, bud. Didn't see you there.
What are you doing in a Wendy's?
What else do you think I'm doing in there, bud? Buying a lottery ticket? I'm just getting a bite to eat before I continue training for tonight's championship match at OWO, bud.
How could you eat such a filthy fucking excuse for food? I can't believe anybody would willingly come to this fucking shithole.
Whoa, bud, calm down. It's just a burger.
Just a burger? You call that a burger? You make me fucking sick. How fucking dare you spend even a cent at Wendy's? You're going to regret your choice of fucking restaurant.
Alright, bud. Move aside, I don't want to do this right now. Do you even know who you're messing with, bud?
Yeah, a Wendy's loving wad of shit. Ow. The fuck is your problem?
The trash can man was watching us from the trash can and offers us some help. At first, Bebder doesn't want to accept it. But the trash can man says that whatever he has to offer will help Bebder defeat Suplex Tex. And so, the ever-vindictive Bebder decides to learn a thing or two. Hopping down into the trash can... What the fuck is that? Dry Jerkers Unite. Okay, so as for the actual tutorial, the trash can man tries to teach us how to fight again, and Bebder explains he already knows what he's doing. What he doesn't know, though, is referees, which isn't really properly implemented, but fuck it, I'll talk about it anyways. Basically, you can't use items in a wrestling match if a referee is looking at you. If their back is turned, though, you can use whatever you want. Chairs, healing items, what I'm hoping is actually coffee creamer that this guy gave us, but could be as cum. Heading back into town, there's an optional section where you confront the advisor. If you choose to play it, it's a small shoot-'em-up minigame that's a little jank. Otherwise, you can just skip it.
Stop right there. You two didn't happen to stop by the saloon earlier, did you?
Who's asking?
You're looking at who's asking.
Bebder is given the choice to either turn Domer into the sheriff of the town, Cassidy, or to let him go. Obviously, since Domer is my day one, I'm not going to switch up on him, so I defend him. However, even after winning the battle, he's taken away, and the only way for us to get him back is to post a $500,000 bail or wait 10 months. If you do choose to give Domer over, Bebder really doesn't care and has zero remorse, even when visiting Domer in his jail cell. The dry jerker trash can guy pops up again outside of the sheriff's office, despite being wanted for a series of creamings at Philly Pie-ish concerts. He says that if we want to get that cash, we should enter into the OWO Championship and show Suplex Tex who's boss. The cash prize, thankfully, is exactly $500,000. And we get to kill that Wendy's loving piece of shit. The wrestling arena is now open. Now, we aren't allowed to enter the rest of the area just yet, but if we go to the right, we can find the dressing rooms for the various wrestlers at the competition. The first door is home to Wife Beater Peter. Got a wife? He'll beat her. Fighting him, or the Wendy's employee placeholder, that is, causes a bit of a chain reaction. Once you leave the room, the event organizer comes up, thinking that we are indeed Wife Beater Peter, who just changed his persona before the match again. We can actually change our persona name. I was gonna write Domer Pile, but I could only fit in Domer. Heading back to the TF2 sniper guards who denied us entry the first time, the organizer comes up and lets us through. Before we go in, we can talk to this person on the left to skip to the final fight with Suplex Tex, but we're gonna do the whole thing. The first is this masked guy with a guitar. He says nothing and he's a pushover, so we'll ignore him. The second is Cemental, a guy who has 2 cement blocks glued to his feet. The only annoying thing is that he can make Bebder enraged, which takes control away from you and lasts for a while, but Bebder still attacks in the meantime. Just not with normal damage. The third wrestler is... Cletus?
If you don't stop showing your ugly fucking mug around me, I'm gonna make you wish the only thing you are missing is your plague. Wait, stop the fight! Aw, fuck you, man. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have to do this stupid wrestling shit for money.
Bebder rips Cletus's arm off this time, but the crowd loves it. Cletus is rightfully pissed and asks if permanently disfiguring your opponent is against the rules. Killing your opponent or using illegal moves is the only grounds for disqualification, and Cletus is still very much alive, so basically he's just being a sore loser. Up next is... the advisor? Oh, sorry, I mean Maximum Wage. Since he's the one that sponsors the stadium, he can do whatever he wants, so they have to let him into the championship. He's also been taking experimental steroids.
That was vicuña wool. This might be the only time I've regretted making an animal go extinct. Well, on with the fight!
This fight isn't too tough. Since the advisor is too swole to control, we need to take out the Wendy's employees holding up his arms, and then that's pretty much it. Well, actually, not quite. The advisor may have thrown in the towel, but someone in the audience owes him a favor. Who might that be? Now, this fight is very rough. It's not entirely finished. It's a little disappointing, but I am looking forward to see this character get fleshed out and... Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, he just came on me. Oh. After this fight, we go on to the main event, Suplex Tex. Here, the illusion of Bebder being wife-beater Peter comes apart. But the hatred of Wendy's has brought us this far, so fuck it. Tex has a defense phase where we have to use a chair on him in order to get him to open up. After that point, it's a pretty simple fight. There's no ref, oddly enough. Now that Bebder is the new OWO champion, we can walk away with a cool $500,000. The robot manager isn't super happy about it, but figures that people will like us better than wife-beater Peter. Turns out he beat his wife. To think you know a guy. At the sheriff's office, Cassidy is dubious of how we collected $500,000, seemingly out of nowhere, but the rules are the rules, so Domer is once again a free man. They both decide to take off from town to avoid any more trouble.
Oh my god. It's a hotel.
Holy fucking shit. Hey man, 3 out of 10.
Good enough, I guess.
Entering into the Poopy Shit Dick Hotel. We get a room for 2 and can finally relax for a bit. Bebder orders a pizza once him and Domer get to the room. After the minute is over, we get our pizza. This isn't a super difficult fight, but it is a little tedious due to the amount of enemies. It's best to use a multi-hit move to take down each one at the same time. After this, Bebder is frustrated and decides to just go to bed.
I knew that buying room 4 was a great idea. Let's see how my custom-coded anti-Bebder virus works on you.
Wow. That was the worst fucking sleep I've had in my life.
We come face to face with the culprit of this bizarro world, ABV, short for anti-Bebder virus. And he's here to abso-freaking-lutely fuck shit up. We have to stop him before things get nasty. So proceeding forward, we enter into what is ostensibly Bebder's mind.
Hey, could you scoot over a bit? I've got somewhere to be right now. Just wait in line like the rest of us, asshole. Move the fuck out of my way.
Even in his own mind, he's an asshole. At the end of the line, we find out that the holdup was the entrance past the firewall, which ABV just completely ignores. Trying to negotiate with 2 Bebders guarding the firewall proves fruitless, as we can't prove that we're Bebder. Off to the side, we meet... Oh god. It's...
Hey there, little mister!
Hi? How the fuck did you just do that?
He graciously gives us the Bebdy's VIP pass, which does nothing. So Bebder resorts to Plan B. We're officially in Bebderville. There's this terminal in the center and... The fuck? This area isn't completely finished, similar to the previous. You could explore the available content and speak with some of your fellow Bebders. There are some pretty unique random encounters here, where you have to physically close out of these pop-up windows in order to proceed. If we head up and to the left, we find Cobson's house and speak with the man himself.
Hey there, little mister. Gert? Is it actually Go-Gurt, you say? Yes, of course it is fucking Go-Gurt. With my fucking hands. I'll eat it with my hands. My wonderful, baby, soft hands. To think of eating this succulent slop. Anything but being a crime, you hear? Eat with your hands. Just like me.
Do you fucking understand that? You better, you fucking rancid dog turd. I will fucking hurt you.
Okie dokie, my wonderful little mister. Okay.
Sorry that went on for so long, but I have no other way to summarize this than to show you. Cobson requests that we get him a Bebdis. Exploring around a bit, we eventually find what he's talking about. Now, I don't know exactly the difficulty of this fight. This is the final one in the game as of this recording. To get this footage, I made Bebder max level in the database of the game to make this just a tad bit easier. Regardless, we can now enter into the dev room. It has some pretty neat stuff in it. You can see some unfinished areas, play some minigames, check out the credits and some fan art. Poking around the files with RPG Maker 2003 opens up a lot of unused content and some neat secrets. The most interesting of which was finding out that the Swampulore zombie house actually had a hidden maze section. I don't exactly know how to trigger this in-game normally, but using some trickery, I got this to happen.
Supposedly it's like right here. Oh.
So that's Bebder Game. Did any of it make sense? Not exactly, but that's not the point. The point is that Wendy's is the worst restaurant on the face of the planet, that every one of them needs to be closed, and that the higher-ups need to be sent to the fast food equivalent of the Nuremberg trials for their crimes. Bebder Game is great. It's a goofy, nonsensical, profanity-filled romp that has a lot of charm to it, and even more room to grow into something great. You know, people talk shit about RPG Maker a lot. They say that it doesn't require the same level of involvement that other game development software does, and look, there definitely is sloppa and a surprising amount of H games. But some of the games that I've had a lot of fun with and that have made a big impact on me as of recent were made in RPG Maker at a fraction of a budget that any AAA game and even a good amount of indie games today may use. Technical restrictions give way to mind-blowing creativity, and it's always fun to see what someone might come up with, no matter how funny, sad, or horrifying it might be. Special thanks to Kite Freak for providing a lot of insight into the development for Bebder Game, a lot of which went into writing the script for this video. Thank you as always for watching. Keep an eye out for the next video soon, and let me know what you think of Bebder Game in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like and have a look around at the channel. And if you want to get really crazy with it, why not subscribe?